Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are really going to check out ICP's price chart in the short term and see what happened, especially with the recent drop. And can we argue either the final low is in, or maybe we are quite close to reach to our final bottom. But before we get into all that, real quick, before I make every single video, usually I check out the news and I came across this very interesting article from CoinDesk, and this article was published about 2 days ago, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should talk about it a little bit, but I promise you the main focus of today's video is going to be on the technical analysis side of stuff. But before that, let's just talk about this one a little bit. And according to what they say, and also the news that we have been constantly talking about in this channel, Definity is trying to run artificial intelligence directly on chain, and Dominic Williams, the founder himself, thinks that this could potentially start a whole new stack where AI is building and updating applications automatically on chain. Now, the pitch for ICP plus AI combination is quite simple. On-chain AI combined with features, for example, like reverse gas, could potentially let anybody launch and pay for applications without needing heavy engineering work. So why is this kind of interesting and I would say kind of useful? First, you actually get programmable applications with blockchain guarantees, and if artificial intelligence is running on-chain, you can automate workflows that are fully auditable, immutable, and also composable. Things like payments, compliance rules, all of it can be tied directly into these AI-driven applications, which is definitely useful. Next, we have to talk about the user experience getting potentially a bit better in this scenario, and because of reserve gas model, developers cover the compute cost, so users do not really have to be worried about gas fees or wallet. Every single thing feels absolutely smoother, and that, my friends, is a tangible UX advantage. Now, this AI plus ICP combo also is able to lower the barrier for curators, and you don't really need deep DevOps skills to ship a functional application. If this scales, it could potentially change who can develop a software. And on top of all that, if these artificial intelligence applications and agents run on chain, well, okay, they can interact and compose with each other, which is quite huge for network effects and overall utility. But of course, having said all that good stuff, running AI on chain is going to have its own challenges. And I think one of the more important ones is going to be large language models, LLM, needing a ton of compute, which is very much expensive and also limited on chain. Now, at the moment, we are talking about early on-chain artificial intelligences. These are actually using smaller models or maybe hybrid setups where some computation actually happens off-chain, and latency is kind of another concern in this scenario because AI interactions absolutely 100% need speed, and blockchains can maybe slow that down a little bit, but ICP is trying to handle all that, and all of these are things to watch. But if they can overall pull it off, then okay, we could be really shaking up how applications are built and run on blockchain. So let's just wrap this up by talking real quick about what ICP can realistically do to solve some of the problems. Technically, fully running huge AI models on chain isn't really feasible, at least yet. And I think in the future, as technology advances, we are going to have better solutions. But at the moment, there are plausible approaches to this problem. You see, ICP could maybe run a smaller or specialized models, like for example, image classifiers or simple LLMs. Generally, at the moment, ICP can run a smaller and lighter models directly on chain, and I'm not really sure if that's enough. So another approach is hybrid execution, and the heavy lifting in this scenario is going to happen off-chain in a controlled environment while the results are anchored and verified fully on-chain. You also have, for example, on-chain orchestration. Maybe canisters could coordinate workflows, pay for external compute, and verify outputs, giving you potentially, let's say, sort of kind of a blockchain coordinated AI experience. And I'm not really sure if this is necessarily ideal, but you know, at least ICP is able to run a decent sized AI model on chain, which is really saying a lot considering that basically other blockchains are not even able to run like a very small AI model. Okay, ICP is like way ahead of the game in this area, and I think it might be the perfect candidate to win the AI race on blockchain. Now again, it's very important to realize that having said all that, of course, there are still some risks. And let's be honest, a few hackathon demos do not really equal mass adoption. We should absolutely understand that delivering secure, scalable, and at the same time low latency artificial intelligence applications is quite hard. Competition at the moment is quite strong because many projects already are doing off-chain or maybe hybrid solutions, and regulatory hurdles can be a bit of a pain, especially if AI is going to start generating legal, medical, or maybe even financial outputs. So what's the bottom line in here? The plan, again, as we have been talking about it in every single video, is definitely ambitious, but if ICP is going to be able to pull it off, even maybe let's say they're going to be able to pull off a hybrid model that is quite fast, secure, and also low cost, it could be quite game changing, and the market might take time to catch up. We fully understand, but the potential for real adoption, new applications, and increased utility is definitely there. So overall, ICP in my view is like way ahead of the game when it comes to artificial intelligence, and I think they are the perfect candidate to win this race since you are able to already implement some AI models, and again, most blockchains are not really able to do that, let's say actually at all. So in terms of fundamentals, I would say we are absolutely on the right track, but that doesn't mean that we are all of a sudden going to attract massive amounts of adoption. Let's be a bit patient. Let's check the news one by one. And then at any given moment, let's see that are we again on the right direction or not, because that is really the key. Now, having said all that, let's go on the live chart and see what is going on in the short term. And unfortunately, what we talked about in the previous video basically played out. If you remember, the last time that we talked about ICP, let's go on H1 time frame. I think we were, specifically right in here, and the idea was that this seems kind of like a strong move on the downside, and followed by that we may have like an ABC in form of either a flat or a zigzag, meaning what? The next move is probably going to be on the downside, and we said, look, let's be honest, these lows are very close together. How many lows do we have actually in here? Let's just have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lows even are very close together, and we said under them we do have a fair bit of liquidity, and the price actually has a tendency to go that way in order to gather the liquidity, maybe even go a bit lower, and then we can have, assuming that we are able to identify the right structures, a beautiful bounce back, hopefully in order to start the next major phase of the bull run. So again, what happened? As you can see, we got a move down, but if I just zoom in here and hide everything, did we take the lowest low in here or not? About $4.18. As you can see, the answer is no. So here is what I have to say. In my view, this move down in ICP is probably going to continue a little bit more, and I am in a minute going to show you the subwaves in like very short term, especially in this area, because I know by the first look this may look a lot like, excuse me, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you might say, well, okay, the bottom is in, but not really. I'm going to tell you in a bit why. However, before that, let me tell you this. Even according to the most generous scenario in ICP, we can say, look, from here, this is A, this is B, ABC up into C, ABC down into D. Let's say, again, let's be very much generous and say to about this point, ABC into D, and then another move on the upside into RE. Like now, here's the thing. What happens after a triangular structure, a consolidation pattern? You know it, a 5-wave down. So this is the main point. You see, even if you want to say that this is a complete 5-wave, okay, you know what? Absolutely fair enough. At that point, you're just having a 1, 2, 3, and question, where is your wave 4 and 5? The answer is you don't really have it yet. So I think we should probably consider the current bounce that we are having as just a temporary pullback into our wave 4. And what's next? Well, probably a continuation of the move down into wave 5. And again, since we haven't taken the lowest low in here yet, makes sense to argue our move down in internet computer is going to continue a bit more. Now, here's the situation. I want to be very clear. This is not, in my view at least, going to be a short opportunity. No, in fact, when we get the next phase down, I'm actually going to add more ICP to my portfolio because my average purchase is somewhere around the $4.50 area. And as long as we are under that number, I think this is a great buying opportunity for me. So, we got the dip. Why not take advantage of it? Now, let's actually go on 30-minute time frame real quick because I forgot to tell you why I don't really believe that this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, to about this point. You see, if I just zoom in here, okay, so question for you, how exactly are you able to find from the highs to about the lows a 5-wave on the downside? From my POV, finding it is very challenging. And when you go, for example, on a 5-minute time frame, by the way, in my own time, I rarely go on such lower time frames. I'm just trying to make a point in here, okay? When you go on 5-minute chart, you immediately realize that this is a 5-wave down. I'm gonna say probably into an A leg, followed by an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat into wave B and another move down into our C leg. And this, my friends, opens the door to having possibly an ABC in form of an expanded flat, which looks like this. This is our initial phase up into A, correction for wave B, which in it we're gonna go down and take this initial low, and then a strong move on the upside into C. And in this phase, we are going to take the height of our A leg. Now, in terms of the sub waves, I think you know it, right? Yep, ABC into A, ABC into B, and a 1, 2, 3, 4 5-wave on the upside into our C leg. Now, let's go on the live chart. Okay, so in my view, we are probably having from this point to about this high, an A followed by maybe a triangle to about this point, or maybe some sort of a flat into wave B and another 5-wave up into our C leg. Again, we said this is most likely an ABC down. And what is happening right now? You see, you can consider different possibilities, but here is the one that I think it might be the most likely. There is a chance that in internet computer, this is 1, this is 2, and what's next? Maybe decent move up into wave 3, 4, 5. So we may very well in the next, let's say 48 to 72 hours go up, but please be careful. That move on the upside might be a trap, and it might be the end of this beautiful looking ABC expanded flat, meaning what? The next move is going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to take the lowest slowdown here about $4.2. But like we said earlier, we are most likely headed quite a bit lower. Let's say maybe even if we are not that lucky, sub $4. But again, let's realize that this is probably going to be our last leg down in internet computer, and for that matter, I would say in a whole lot of other altcoins. So if you believe in an alt season, I think you should probably take advantage of this great opportunity that you have been given. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ICP's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.